Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning. Well, I do what I do for you. I got a nice one for you today. We keep talking about thinking. I'm trying to get you to use this thing here the right way. So a lot of people talking about, critical thinking. Critical thinking is right thinking. It's just when you're under pressure, now you got to critically think. But if you right think all the time, you don't have to worry about it. You always critically thinking. If you're right thinking, you critically think. Let's talk about it. Right, there's a 25 rule to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive it. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get it together. So I ask the question: do you know you? You run my dream. Yeah, that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself to it, I got you. A person who knows not that they know not, is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and true. My y'all be true. Right thinkers. The idea. Let's talk about critical thinking is right thinking. Let me break it down for you. See if you can understand it when I put it to you this way. Critical thinking, aka making life or death situations. You have to be ready to make that decision for yourself all the time. A lot of times you just thinking, but when it gets thick, now you got to critically think. If you're right thinking, you doing it already. Get it? Get the concept? All right. Right thinking keeps your brain, your mind, sharp. By what? Using it when? Constantly. I'm God conscious. God first. Anything else is after that. Why? But I'm not running right here. Oh God, praise to God. No, I'm doing my godly duties by living right, doing right, and educating others to get to God for themselves. That's it. No more. All right? But you have to put your time in what? Thinking constantly. No time off. No, my brain hurt. No, I'm overwhelmed. If you get overwhelmed, you ain't right thinking. Ain't nothing, no situation gonna overwhelm me. Why? I critically think and I right think. So I got myself covered from the front and the back. Okay, that's why. And I'm constantly thinking. That's all this thing up here does. I'm a Capricorn. They said we overthink everything. Yeah, but why? We're using our brain to our best ability. That's what our signs say. That's what we do. I'm a victim in that situation. I ain't got a problem with it. All right. Knowing who you are, knowing your zodiac sign, and the characteristics of your zodiac sign should fit your characteristics. When they don't, you're out of line. You're unbalanced. Why? You ain't being who you should be. Why? Your zodiac sign tell you how you should be. You know, you learn the characteristics of that zodiac sign, and you compare it to you, and see where you fall. Mine's is spot on. So I don't know about nobody else. That shit, it freaks me out. Self mastery is what? You mastering how to use this damn thing for yourself on a day-to-day basis. Your brain can't break. It can't overload. You can't know none of that. It's the most sophisticated machinery known to man. And it don't come with instructions, but you got plenty of instructors and teachers to help you. If that's what you want to do, that's how I got mine. I want to find somebody to teach me. Moving on. Ain't no knowledge like what? Self-knowledge. Knowing yourself is the best thing you can do for yourself. Because that's at Judgment Day, that's when it's going to count. Do you know what kind of person you were? Do you know what kind of person you were trying to be? What you were doing in your life? Did you have control over what you was doing? All those things come into play. Okay? And when you have mastery of this thing here, you good to go. Now you can go home. You don't need ain't how much money you accumulated, ain't how much fame you accumulated, ain't how much nothing. How much knowledge and understanding did you accumulate while you was here in the human form? That's the way to find out. What? Mastering this. Mastering this. Self-knowledge is mastering this. I'm a little excited because this is it right here. This thing right here. Egyptians broke it down the best they could. Everybody gave me all kind of hints to what be better. Thinking in destiny. Okay. Understanding what this whole thing we call life is about. And that gives you an upper hand on what? Living your life. That's it. You got to put the work in. Everybody knows the same thing. But we all do it different. That's the name of the game. Being able to think right in life's critical situations is self-mastery. I've been in a lot of situations where if I wasn't thinking right, it could have went way wrong. So that's important too. Maintaining what? Your decorum when you're in situations that may not be into your liking or to your favor. You might just sit and ride it out sometimes, see what happens. All right. But when you're cool, maintaining who you are, no matter what the situation, that's self-mastery. Don't let the situation get bigger than you. Don't let the moment be bigger than you. Mike learned it on the hoop court. Kobe learned it on the hoop court. I taught my kids, my son, athletic as a metaphor for life. You can learn a lot of stuff from that. And it works. Trust me. So when you got this thing working, thinking, you can pretty much do anything you want to do. That's the power that you have for what? Being able to think critical. All right. Thinking is what the brain does. That's what it does. That's the function of the brain, to just think, calculate, okay? Solve problems. That's the job of the brain. You can't break it, okay? No, you just got to understand how to use it. And when you don't, you think it's broke because you don't know how to use it. All right, let's go. But thinking is what the brain does. But you have to what? Learn how to master the way you think. Your thought, control on what goes in and out your thought process. That's what you got to learn to control. Oh, stuff just pop up in my mind. Yeah, okay, but you got to control those pop-ups. They don't just pop up. You just allow them to pop up because you're not in control. All right? Again, if you don't run this, it'll run you. It's going on the pilot. It don't care. The ego will get in there and have his way. Moving on. So, we all think, but not a lot of us think right. The brain's going to do that. It's going to think. It's going to go through the emotions, whatever. But only think about what you can change. I don't worry about stuff that I got no control over. I've been stopped that. That's the first thing about self-mastery. Knowing what you can and cannot control. Nobody outside yourself can you control. So focus on controlling you. Mastery of self. That's the name of the game. Excuse me. I live by principles, okay? A philosophy that teaches me how to master my thoughts, control one's brain by studying, implementing, and practicing and manifesting the things that you claim to want to be or know. Truth ain't changing. It's always been truth, always going to be truth, okay? Belief ain't truth. And what you believe in ain't always got to be true, but you believe it, so you're going to manifest what it is, because that's the power of belief. But when you're a right thinker, you know the limitations of your belief. You know what to believe in. That's right thinking. I'm selfish in the point where my thoughts, they are always, okay, about what? Me. I think me, I do me, I want. Everything I do is about and for me. He did it too, but just at everybody's expense. I don't need to mistreat nobody, abuse and use nobody to be my best self. Okay, understand that. I'm so glad I can be myself. But why? I know myself. You can't be who you don't know. Took me years to do it, but I figured it out. So now all I want to do is help other people. Call me crazy. All right? But our brains, this thing here, they need to be mastered by the person. He gives this to you. God gives gifts. And if you don't use the gift God gave you, he will take it back. Okay? If you don't need it, I don't need me give it to you. I give it to you to use. If all those who waste it, that's on them. I can't help them. Again, I ain't worried about that one. I'm worried about me. I'm trying to get mine right. I've I love learning. Always wanted to know stuff. So my brain was always thinking, calculating, what can I learn? What can I learn? What can I advance? What can I get better at? Being my best self. That's my goal in life. Okay? So I love learning what new things to excite and stimulate my brain so that's why I read books. When I'm reading, my mind is going somewhere. So I'm advocating knowledge of self from within, learning and read, and then I can practice what I'm learning and implement it into my life and make it worthwhile. That's the truth. Live it. I feed my brain what? Good, positive info. You never see me out here negative, depressed, or in a bad mood. No, I might rant, I might be upset, but I don't come here. No, I'm not. I don't do the Debbie Downer. I don't do the pity party. I don't do none of that nonsense. Okay, I'm always the feel good dude. Why? I always feel good. I control that. All right, and AKA, I like giving or taking useful information only. I don't give a crap about a bunch of nonsense. Well, it's entertainment. I don't care. Knowledge is entertainment to me. Learning and reading books is entertaining to me. My things are different than most people. I understand that, and I ain't got a problem with that. But I'm trying to explain to you what I do. You can do it too. Just do it your way. You ain't got to do it my way. I'm doing it my way. You can do it any way you want, but do it. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. All right? And I don't watch sports. I don't watch sitcoms. I don't watch soap operas, etc. None of that. Why? It's a waste of my time. I got other things to do than watch that nonsense. It's called programming. I'm not programmable. I'm a motor booty baby. All right? Meaning I'm doing me. And all wrong thinking to me is watching those things. They program you. They just spinning the wheels, wasting your time, giving you what? Entertainment. Give me knowledge. Personally. Educational. Information. It's hard to find. But nonsense is everywhere. It's just bombarded. We in the information age. I thought it'd be good because we're going to get the information. Now they done went to the point they flooding you with information. Good, bad, and different. They don't give a crap. Just throw it all out there. Let them figure it out. And right now, we ain't doing a good job. Nonsense is everywhere. When, what? Oh, and it ain't good. I don't entertain nonsense. I don't entertain useless stuff. Our people love it. That's them. That's their decision. That's fine with that. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay, but I don't entertain nonsense. Excuse me. Oh, the Cody kicking my butt. I'm fighting it though. All right, but I give your brain food. I give you brain food, aka self knowledge, useful knowledge that you can implement and use. That's what I give you. That's what I give it to you for. And I show you what it looks like every day. I'm here every day to show you. Yeah, I put on every day. Every day. And I'm not taking it off. No, this is who I am. It's what I do for you. Critical thinking. Making judgment at the critical time. Is really right thinking just under pressure in life. Don't panic when the situation seems not you like it. Okay, sometimes you got to hold fast. Play poker. Get the poker face going. Not like you don't care. You were scared to death, but you look like you don't care. Okay, self-mastery again. Being able to present yourself. Being able to control and maintain yourself. That's self-mastery. Not letting the situation dictate how you act. Not acting toward the situation because this is where you are. That's not critical thinking or right thinking. Critical thinking is right thinking when you're under pressure. Okay. I was a drug dealer. All I did was critical think every day. I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about everything that could happen, possibly happen, what I want to happen, what I don't want. So that's critical thinking, and that's just not a good place to be. Why? Your mind is constantly agitated. I never got rest. Okay, I remember I was never at peace. I look back and said, yeah, it was fun. Yeah, but your mind, my mind was always, I'm doing this, but I'm thinking about that. I'm here, but I'm somewhere else. That wasn't smart for good for me, but I didn't know at that time, but that's what was going on. And I know now, I look back and say, dude, you wasn't paying attention to nothing. But because I was living wrong, right? Not right thinking or living, then I had to pay the price. Okay? When you're doing wrong, you're going to pay the consequences of that wrong act. I don't give a damn who and what you are. You can't avoid that unless you what? Do the right thing. I avoid it now every day I don't have a problem with none of that nonsense no more. Any part of my life. I'm moved past that. Okay? Critical thinking is keeping yourself what? Out of harm's way in your business. Mind your own business. Do you. And don't worry about somebody else, what they're doing, what they ain't doing. Oh man, he doing this. Oh, she doing that. I don't do the gossip thing. I don't care what somebody doing or ain't doing. Really don't care. I've never been personal. I've never been in want to be in somebody else's business. I don't need to know what I need to know. I'm a need to know type of dude. And stuff TMI. I don't need to know everything about you. No, just what I need to know. I'm good with that. All right. Excuse me. Critical thinking is keeping you okay. Critical thinking is also thinking right when shit hit the fan. Okay. I've been in a position where I had to shoot out to get out. That's critical thinking. Life decision. Okay? I put myself there and I gotta get out. Okay? You made that bed, you gotta sleep in it. And that's what life is about. But when you make a good decision, the bed, you don't mind sleeping in it. Why? Because it's comfortable. It's that uncomfortable bed that you don't wet the bed, mess the bed up, that you got to sleep in and wallow in the misery. That's not good. But we do it every day. But some of us just live, that's their way of life. And they ain't figured that out yet. How to get happy, how to be happy. Find yourself. Know yourself. Be your best self. Right thinking is avoiding that situation altogether. There you go. You ain't got to critical think if you take yourself out of that situation that's going to need you to critically think. Right thinking keeps you out of harm's way. That's the difference. But I'm a critical thinker anyway. Why? I got to survive. Critical thinking is what? Making life decisions. Life or death situation to survive. That's why. Right thinking is just you programming yourself to do what's right and you going about your business. You'll be fine. The brain feeds off of what? Knowledge. It loves taking the information in. I feed my brain every day with books. I just engulf it with information. Simple. Knowledge went daily. Study keeps what? Mom keeps me thinking right. It keeps me doing the things I need to do. It keeps me focused. And it keeps giving me information that I can practice and implement. I don't know everything. And got to be more careful. Somebody who's intelligent and smart, they know themselves. That's what knowing everything means. I know everything about me. I don't know everything about everything. No. Just me. That's enough for me. If you don't know about so-and-so, that's not my problem. I don't need to know about so-and-so. I need to know about me. You can do the same. That's my point. Again, the brain was made, it was given to us to do just that what? Critical thing. Why? First mode of survival. How to make it survive, fight or flight. Okay, how do I deal in the situation? I stand and fight, what I haul ass. Back in the day, we went to our own neighborhood, we made that decision real quick. Well, you got 6 or 7 guys coming at you, and then but 2 or 3 of y'all. What you gonna do? Fight or flight, critical thinking, common sense. And the one who stayed there and fight got his ass whooped. We lived to fight another day. If the odds ain't in your favor, sometimes you might want to pack it up, and come back another time when you're more prepared. If something surprises you, jump up, okay, deal with it. But no. I want to make sure I'm prepared in whatever I'm doing. Okay, so I take time to survey the land, so to speak, making sure I know the plan, the layout. Whenever I go somewhere, all I want to know is where the exit's at. That's just old school. That's just part of how I am. I'm looking for, just in case something break out. I don't wear hard bottom shoes. Why? I might get into a fight. Back in my day, you go to the party, the cool guys. Back in my day, the gangsters, the thugs were the one that could fight. Okay? So they did their thing. And they would come dressed. And if somebody did something to you, I need some nines, I need some 10. Well, I need some sneakers. We're about to do my thing. Back then, you stop in the middle of a party and go to a fight, and go back to the party. Now, the party's over. and that's it. So things have changed. But critical thinking puts you in a position where you can handle, like my man Kumo did, Wild Wild West, up 129th and Convent. I know it well. My man's grandfather lived there. That neighborhood, back in the day, you go there, don't go there starting a mess. Why? They wasn't having it. Simple. 18th Street neighborhood, don't come there with no mess. Why? I ain't having it. That's my corner. You can't do nothing here. See, I had a corner block, and that's how it happened. And they knew. No, don't go down there. That's my spot. 18th neighborhood, that's mine. Okay? 15, 16. Yeah, they had all that. I had 18. Moving on. I had the corner on the market, so to speak. Again, knowledge is brain food. get self-knowledge and free the brain. What? Good stuff that it needs. Your knowledge, understanding, so you can practice it, live it, and enjoy life. If you still struggling in life, you still catching hell, so to speak, some things you need to might want to change in your life. If what you did yesterday didn't work, don't do it again tomorrow. Figure something out. Critical thinking. How can I make this situation better for myself? That's thinking. Last one. Sorry about that. Calm down. Right thinking is critical thinking all the time. Critical thinking is just under pressure. I want you to be able to think right all the time. That way, critical thinking is just another phase. Okay, when the situation gets tough, you just buckle down and do what you need to do. That's it. Ain't nothing got to change. You ain't got to do nothing but what you do. But if you don't know you might not know what to do. So that's the whole purpose of me giving you the lesson so that you can learn them, live them, and know you. Hope you got the message. Remember, critical thinking is right thinking. You can cut it up any way you want. It'll still come out the same. You got to put the work in. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I've never known my right thinkers who know right thinking and critical thinking is one of the same have passed away. I'll be right back. I got some good stuff for you.